Okay, so this is for Brianna. I want to let her get in here too. Brianna is going to have the answer to, she's a Leo with a Libra and dating 9 months, wants to define the relationship, but wondering his feelings. Hello, how are you? Just letting people get in here. I want to make sure she's in here before I just like start. Okay, here she is. All right, so she's a Leo with a Libra, 9 months. My brain was like, down to what? Define the relationship. I'm wondering his feelings for me. All right, so 9 months. What are his feelings? The first one. Okay, let's see. What's going on here? I feel like the reason that, like, when somebody asks, hello guys, when somebody asks me something like this, it tells me there's a reason that they're asking me this. It's telling me there's a reason why, like they're holding back. And when I look down and I see some of these cards, I'm like, because I see there's an obstacle. You know what I mean? There's some sort of distance. There's some sort of like indifference energy. Like there's like something that's interrupting things from going to the next level to define. I mean, fucking 9 months, man, and we're not defining the relationship. Like, what's going on there? So I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of thing there that's just not, it's just not gotten to the place where it's meant to be. And I don't know if it's because one or both of you hasn't like shown that, you know what I mean, like the fullness of yourself, because we have disguise, conceal, ego, persona, representation, and then we have like a good sign or an omen, baggage, burdens, guilt, shame, regret. I don't know if maybe he's been through other relationships that maybe has kept him in a place of like not being able to fully be vulnerable or authentic or tell you how he feels or even know how I just got a click for that. So it's like he may not even know how to fully define a relationship or move it to the next level. I do feel like you are very careful with this. Like you want to be the matchmaker. You want this to happen. You want to shoot your shot and have it work out. But the fact that you're like asking me beforehand and that we are at already 9 months tells me that there's a reason that it hasn't happened yet, and that you're concerned about like if I say something or push him too soon, that I might like, you know, push him away altogether. And it resonates. Yeah. So there's something there. You know, there's something there. And when you ask me how he sees you, he does see you like as a very good, loyal, devoted person. It says like a very supportive friend. You know, I feel like he does have, you know, a good vibe with you, but I also feel like there's something about him that isn't fully like capable of matching that. Almost, it's like there's something underneath the surface that's holding him back. Hello everybody, thank you for coming in. So yeah, we need to bridge the gap here. So anybody that just came in, she sent me a donation on the last live. The last live froze, so I'm starting this one over. But if you want to ensure that you get an answer to your question, there's donations in the description box, places you could donate $5 to $10, or if you don't want to donate, I'll do like 1 or 2 cards for you to help. But I'm taking the people who pay first. So communication, unite, connecting, integrating, overcoming barriers, harmony, compromise. I do feel like there is some sort of things that need to be like harmonized. There's some sort of compromising that needs to happen here in order to unite and overcome this barrier. Because like 9 months is a long time. He's older than me, 48, I'm 31. He was married previously. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, because I'm like, I feel like, you know, he's afraid. He's afraid of getting himself back up into like, you know, because like when you think about, you don't get married to someone to later divorce them. You know what I mean? His ex-wife suffered from addiction. Yeah. So I feel like he may feel nervous. I think he sees you as a good person. He sees you as somebody that like, you know, that he obviously likes, you know, or he wouldn't be hanging out with you. But I do feel like there is a lot of baggage and a lot of burdens and a lot of like, I'm afraid, you know, I'm afraid that like, defining the relationship, I know where that goes, you know, like why can't we just leave it as is, especially people who've already been married, like me, somebody never been married, but I'm like, I don't need to get married because I know, like, I've seen all the people that were happy prior to getting married get married and then they fucking divorce, or all like the statistics of divorce, and it's like, yeah, I don't need that. But I know some people who to want that they feel like that's very important because we've been conditioned in our society to think that way about like, oh, but that's the ultimate thing. And when you go through a divorce, it's going to change your perspective on that. So I definitely feel like he has a lot going on inside of him. I mean, I would, if you want more from him, it's okay to ask that. Like, just because you want different things doesn't mean anything. Like, and if you want that in your future, you want someone that you know we're gonna go the full thing with. You want a commitment. You want marriage. You want someone you can define a relationship with. It's better to find out now at 9 months than 9 years. You know what I mean? Yeah, and I definitely feel like that person's energy is either still influencing him. And I'm just gonna be honest, some of these cards, like when I first saw them, there I was like, maybe he's seeing other people or has saw other people, because it says like hidden motive, misrepresentation, and then but knowing that there's a third wife that's kind of icky, I feel like that she could be that third energy that's like lingering in your relationship. You know what I mean? Because she's going to impact the way he feels about love moving forward. But if you want a good future, or you have certain things in your mind about what you want, yes, like you need to tell him now so that you don't wait 5 or 6 years and then find out that, oh, he doesn't have those same things as I have. And now I just wasted all that time with this man that doesn't have those same desires or hopes or dreams for the future. And when you're asking me how he feels about you, that's again another question that I would want him to answer himself, because he needs, like, we need to figure that out. Like, we've been together, we've been hanging out 9 months, man. Like, do you feel like you know, I know you've been through a lot. Your last person was kind of crazy. I just, I feel about you this way, and I'm wondering, like, is this something that you can see continuing on, or do you feel like this is something that, you know, you don't want to define, you just want to continue on? And I understand and appreciate that, and I don't want to force you anything, but I know what I want in my own life, and depending on what you want, I want to make sure that we're compatible together. You know what I mean? Just so you don't waste your time with the guy. And thank you, Greenie Joy. I put it on because I was like, I'm going to be selling this, but it's matching all the stuff that I'm wearing. And thank you. So yeah, the moon is here. I feel like, don't let your subconscious sabotage you, and don't let like the fact that you like him keep you in a place that you aren't fully fulfilled either. You know, like you deserve to have your heart's desire fulfilled. You deserve to have fulfillment, content, and bliss and joy. And if certain things are in your mind about what that means and he can't fulfill those, then you might want to, you know, clear that out, because it's like that's an unwanted thing. It will be unpleasant. It's an unavoidable thing that if like both of us don't want the same thing, then we should probably, you know, hit the road sooner rather than later, because it's just gonna be harder the longer I stick here. But a lot of us do this. A lot of us are like, I like this person, let me stay here until they like me back the same degree, or until they decide that they want the same thing that I want. But if somebody's firm in their conviction and their boundary and they're like what they want, there's no compromise. It's not going to happen, because they might be thinking the same thing on there. I'm just going to stay here until she agrees that we're not getting married. We're not defining a relationship. We're not doing it. Like, so we don't want to do that. But I feel like you need to figure out what the values are that you both have, what your traditions are, and how your programs are going to program together or not program together. And don't take it personally. It's not a personal thing. Doesn't mean he didn't like you, didn't mean he didn't want you, didn't mean anything like that. It just means that he's had his path and you've had your path, and you both have your own needs and wants. But I do feel like he likes you. He sees you as beautiful, self-aware, and radiant. And yeah, he has a lot of love. Like, he likes you a lot. I feel like you make him feel joyful and excited. So, you know, don't plan for the ickiness, or don't plan that he's not gonna, you know, want what you want, but plan to ask him so that things can work, so you can find out. But your attitude is everything. Be cool, calm, collected. Don't let what happens here take you off your path. Be like, so what? Moving on, easy going. You know, we're not forcing anything. We're not taking anything personally. We're just going to go with the flow and see what happens. The more adaptable you are, the better your life is going to be. And the more likely it is you will have your commitment in marriage and promises and deep bonds and things like that come to fruition. The more mature that you are, the easier it's going to be. You know, the more experienced and developed you allow yourself to take these things and be like, okay, everything's all right. The easier life will be, the better you will feel, and things will work out for you. But yeah, I do feel like you may be surprised, you know, or maybe you go away from here and you end up with another person that you end up married and committed to. but I do feel like he likes you, and that you can have a stable, enduring relationship. But it is important to negotiate and commit and connect and talk about it with him specifically, to see if it's going to be with him, you know. But he might need to take it a little slow just because of what he's been through. But I don't know. I feel like, yeah, there's fine details in there that it's time to look at and just get honest and vulnerable with, and you'll be happy that you did, because it's better than not knowing for the rest of the time or waiting too long, much longer. So thank you very much. Okay, so that person had paid, and then the other people that are coming in, there's donation based, like you get a more in-depth question like that, or if you're not going to donate, I basically pull like a couple cards for you. But like a $5, $10 donations are totally acceptable through the description box or the super chats, and you are welcome, Brianna. Thank you very much. Now let me go back up here because there's a lot of you guys and see. So hello, hello, hello. I've been doing a lot of art. Awesome sauce. Yes, the art stuff is very powerful for people who are trying to heal and feel better. My question was about moving to Texas in a few months and being prosperous and moving from where I currently am. Okay, so hold on. Let me see. Somebody else sent money too. Angie sent money. Eduardo sent money. Brianna sent money. All right, so I did that one. And all right, I just want to make sure. Eduardo, let's see. Texas in a few months and being prosperous and moving. I think when we were on the other one, I did say I feel like if you would be going there. Yeah, so we have established ambition, experience, development, longevity. I feel like you are, yeah, things are working out for you. Okay, like you got a lot of that message already of like things are going to be very like abundant, things are going to be successful, things are going to be working out for you. Perfect timing, divine intervention, cohesive good luck. And it's like, if that's where you want to go, that's where you're going, man. Like that, you know, that those energies are like, yeah, you're going there, it's going to be good. It's going to be passionate, inspired, enthusiastic, larger than life, you know. And yeah, so see yourself as that magnet, because miracles are happening, changes are happening for you. You are charming and pulling things in for yourself. So know that and believe that and trust that. Like all the messages that were coming through for you were about victory and success. So you are going to have a good, effective, like success. Things are going to be peaceful. There's going to be helpful people. You know, the solutions are here. Okay. So you just need to trust and know that, and allow yourself to be that, right? Because that's what they were saying. Believe in your power. Be confident in knowing, like, I am moving there. I am going to be successful. Everything's working out for me. And because you are going and reinventing yourself. So allow yourself to trust that and believe that. Because if you don't, then you can create the opposite of it. But you can create that outcome, and I do feel like you are creating that outcome. I do believe justice is coming for you, but you have to trust and believe it. You know, if you doubt or go to all those places of indecision, you will sabotage it. So you're at the fork in the road right now. You get to choose where you go and how well it works out for you based off of how confident you are, and what actions you take. So like you had said, you know, like we're gonna speak it into being. We're gonna create this into our life. We're gonna break away from the bullshit. We're gonna break away from the emotional baggages or the heaviness or the doubts, the fears, the subconscious. I really do believe that working with that subconscious, pen and paper, whether it's art or whether it's journaling and scripting, like a few months from now, I can't like act like it's a few months from now. And be like, I'm so happy that I'm living in Texas. I'm so happy that I'm so abundant. I'm so happy that this worked out for me. I'm so happy that XYZ. Create that reality, but put it on pen and paper, because that will help you to break things down from where you are now and have that outcome then. But yes, I do believe that it's going to be a good time for you, if you allow yourself to have that. What is Stephen's current love feelings about me? We have stress coming through. This card came through earlier too, so I feel like some of the divine masculines are just stressed out at this time. He could be stressed out about you too, because I know you guys had like an argument not too long ago, and I feel like he gets stressed out because of your stress. Like you're stressed about the circumstance, you're stressed about him, you're stressed about her, you're stressed about all that stuff. So think about that, because that's gonna push him away from you, because he's gonna feel stressed out and it's gonna cause that conflict. So try not to be so stressed out. You know what I mean? Yeah, because he's like, I want to make you fucking happy. I don't want you upset. I don't want you mad at me. I don't want you frustrated about her or this or that or whatever. I just want you to be fucking happy because then I could be happy. So I do think he's stressed out and he wants to make you happy. All right. Hello, new to this channel. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you, thank you. I've been married. Okay. I want to be married to the true one. You are right. Good evening. Hello. Thank you very much. Oh, this is labradorite. Labradorite. I have a bunch of labradorite. I pulled it out because someone got it for me years ago, and I've worn it like once. You know what I mean? One time. So let's see. Can you do a third-party reading? I want to know if there are external blockages in the way of me and the person I asked you about before. Okay. Let's see. Did you send a donation? The donations basically, like, if I don't get a donation, I'm going to pull like 2 cards. If I get a donation, I'll base it off of what the donation is. $5 is like 5 minutes, $10 is like 10 minutes, somewhere around that, basically. So, at the moment, let's see. And then somebody just sent a donation, so thank you very much for your donation. I love Labrador. I just sent it. Okay. So, is there a third-party bullshit? Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. You know what, though? I feel like because of the isolation, because of, like, being, like, lonely and spread out from this person, you know, like, this is what people do. This is what people fucking do. They let their subconscious run away with them and come up with a bunch of reasons for why things are the way they are, or why they're not doing what they, like, you would like them to do, or why things aren't moving at a different speed, or why won't they just XYZ. And because of that time alone and that time in the mind, a lot of times we start creating things that, you know, we come up with reasons for these people for doing what they're doing. You know, it's like, oh, they must be doing that, or maybe it's this, or maybe it's me, or maybe bapa boopy beep. And you want to try to not do that, because that's how we start creating the outcomes of things that we don't want. I know you don't want that to be a motherfucking outcome. I know he's busy too, and I've told you that many fucking times. But now, because you're asking this, look at this. You are the, like, literally the other day I did a live with Rick. Me and Rick for 2 fucking hours just sitting there talking because the other people that were in that tier didn't come to that live. So it was just me and Rick for 2 hours talking, and every fucking thing that guy would say, a card would come out to back it up. And at first, he was like, yeah, so bapa-da-boop, like the third party. At first, I believed he was real. This card came out. He's like, but then over time, I started to realize, like, there was some weird stuff. And, no, first he didn't think he was real. So there was, like, a card that, like, represented that. And then he was like, but then I was thinking maybe is real. This card came out for that. And then another card. And I was like, listen, if you believe that this guy is there, you believe that there's a third party in the way, it adds to that energy. It's going to manifest into the messages. You start to create it being there. You really are the creator of your reality. We live in a fucking simulation, weird ass bullshit thing going on here all the fucking time. Go look at the signs, they'll tell you too. But the subconscious has all of this stuff going on, and it's like the more energy, the more focus, where your energy flows, intention goes, all that bullshit, it starts to add into that reality. And so you will start to manifest that into your experience. And it's like, if that's what you do not want, do it. I don't want to believe it. Yeah, don't believe what third party if you don't want it to be about that, you know? Like, and it's not to be delusional in the way of, like, there is a third party, let's just act like it's not there. Like, we can acknowledge if that's the truth, but there's no reason for you to think that. You know what I mean? So far, there hasn't been any reason for you to think that. Like, you know, this is the first I've heard of it in a while, like a long time. And sometimes we just start coming up with that. Subconscious is powerful as fuck. Yeah, they're saying... you need to change your perspective, especially about, like, what's going on. Get a clear vision, okay? Like, have you seen a third party? Has he talked about a third party? Has he posted, like, a person on his timeline or his stuff, you know? Like, is there any signs of a third party? Yeah, I feel like basically there's a mountain that's being created because of the separation, because of the time apart. It's like, you know, we start thinking those things and we start causing more blocks and more stuff that causes us to feel like, oh, but inevitably what ends up happening is we start to see more of that truth or more of those things. So it's like we start to fear that, you start to create that. So he has not given you any reason to expect a fucking third party. Don't don't add to that energy manifesting, okay? Trust and know that you can overcome and harmonize and bring balance to things between you, but it's going to take a little time, okay? I've already told you before, he's busy. He's got a lot of stuff going on. I also believe he's an avoidant person, and that takes fucking time in itself. When somebody is an avoidant like that, like they are literally like it's nothing to do with you, it's nothing to do with other people, it's nothing to do with anything other than just like that's kind of how they are. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on, you know. And I feel like the best thing for you to do is to not try to come up with other reasoning or other things that will cause more obstacles, more separation, you know what I mean? Divine, well, you know, double intervention here. Like, you are divinely protected, everything can work out for you. But even having divine intervention and protection and all of that, you are still the manifester. So try not to sabotage what you know is true. You know there's a strong connection there, you know there's a reason for it. I know you have things that you would like to happen sooner rather than later, but the things have been working against you in that department. But you can make your dreams real as long as you try to get into that vibration of being easygoing. Like, so what? It's all good. Like, when it's meant to be, it'll be. But the more that we think about it, the more we focus on it, and the more that we like keep coming up with all these other types of things in it, the less likely it will come, you know, or the further away it gets. It's too hard. So we need to clean that stuff up. We need to clean up those doubts and those fears. And the fact that you're not together at this moment tells me there's a reason for that too. He's got things to do, and if he's your mirror, then you have things to do. And there's a lot going on under the surface. I would recommend doing the art thing. When I do the art thing, there's specifically an algorithm that can be for communication and relationships. So I know that a lot of people on here are going to want to do it for that. But there's also ones that can help us with other things. And that's what we should be focused on, is going through the metamorphosis and the evolution, reinventing ourselves so that we can have the success and lead to the finish out first. But I know sometimes like you're thinking these things and it's like, don't worry, because you're making it ickiness, you know, like you're making it icky. Just trust and believe. You know, don't add that fucking ickiness in there. Don't project that onto him. Oh, he must be seeing every room, because it's coming from an insecure place. It's coming from a doubt place. It's coming from a lower vibration place. It's coming from a place that, like, you don't want that. So don't do that. No. That's not a good idea. This is what we want. So be the wolf, you know? Trust in yourself, believe in yourself, do what you know you need to do on your side to build up your confidence, and do the inner work and do the exploration, and know that it will develop over time like a fine wine, and good things will manifest. But yeah, like, you can create the ickiness, you can create the beauty very easily, but try to be, so what, easy going. We're all good. Everything's working out for me. You know, we're overcoming the barrier. We're bridging the communication. You know, I know it's taken a while, but I'm like, if you know, if that's the person I'm meant to be with and I really care about them, then that's okay. I will wait till like that stuff's gone and he feels better and we find our balance. We feel complete and everything will be okay. But if he is an avoidant person, you know, that's even in itself something that takes a while for people to figure out how to navigate. Like, you need to be able to establish trust with him, and basically with him, like, the more that the time goes by that you're a constant thing there, that you're showing him that you're not going to allow the fact that he just disappears, or the fact that he doesn't always engage, or the fact that, like, he kind of disappears away and doesn't communicate that much, you're still there, but without pushing on him. You're not reaching out every day, you're not trying to get his attention all the time, you're not forcing yourself on him. That will help to get the outcome that you're wanting, but it takes time, and obviously he needs to change, and so do you. And once we get through those changes and those transformations, you will be on the way. But it takes baby steps. It takes a little bit of time, and it's a balancing act, you know. Yeah, he's focusing on his goal, so let him do that without projecting other stuff onto it that doesn't sound like, yay, this is one of the goals that I want to be working on, and seeing some other bitch, you know. But I do feel like he's not. And we don't want that to end up happening, so let's not think about that happening or add into the energy of that happening. Okay, thank you very much. Let me go up here. So Melissa got hers. Was there another person up here? All right, so there's another donation. Let's see. Ooh. From Angie. Okay, so Angie sent me her monies. Let's see. Let me do Angie. Where is she? Angie. What is your question? Let me know when you're ready. Okay, I am ready for your question. When will I receive my disability? Where is that deck? Okay. The years will come and you will last. I feel like this is something you've asked me about. You're welcome, Melissa. You've asked me about before. And with this energy coming out, this is like about stamina. And it's like the years will last, the years will pass and you will last. Like, I feel like it's been a journey, you know, it's been a journey. It's taken some time, but things are awakening, okay? They're wanting you to pay attention to the signs. They're wanting you to pay attention to the spirit and the repetitious numbers. And also, like, 111 is pay attention to your thoughts, you know? Like what I was just saying to Melissa about, like, if you don't want a motherfucking third party, don't think about third party. And other people in the world, too. Like, what do we got going on? Like, the more that we are in an energy of waiting, the longer we wait. That's why people who are in separation wait indefinitely, because they keep focusing on the fact that he's not here, or she's not here, she's not here. So we're in the feeling, we're in the thought, we're in that energy, and that's what we keep seeing and creating and manifesting. Same thing when we're waiting for money. Thank you. I'm selling it, but so pay attention, because what you're thinking and feeling is also going to manifest, whether or not, like, it's a wicked long ass time before that comes, or if it's, you know, right around the corner. But sometimes money can be really difficult for us because it brings about fear and basic needs and instincts and survival, and it's our basic needs, it's our root. It's like, it's the lowest thing. Like, our root chakra is that, like, low, like, our instincts, like, gotta survive. But if you can change your mind into a place of trusting and knowing that everything is working out for you, things will work out for you. It says, when spring has sprung, it will all be done. So I don't think it's that far away for you. I feel like the expansion, the abundance, the good things are coming. But you got to trust and know, okay? You're awakening the infinite, and you will be seeing the results. It says right there, seeing the results. How is Shardna feeling about me in the present times? Okay. Intuitive, trust your knowing, okay? Spirit saying trust your knowing. I feel like there is something that you kind of know about how this person feels about you. And then we have, I know you're true. I know you can feel me. You're inside of my mind. You know the truth I've been trying to hide. All right, there's only 2 cards in this deck that even kind of speak about like that, right? Bridget Rau. I don't know. Sorry, man. You know. All right, you already know. There's something that you're knowing intuitively. You know. It says, I know you can feel me. You're inside of my mind. So there's something about this connection that you already know that answer. You already have those feelings. You already have received it. This person also feels like they may need some sort of help, or they may not be very healthy right now. It could be emotionally, mentally, physically. And they may want you to be able to feel like, you know, use your empathy to help them. Yeah, because they have some sadness. I'm miserable, and I'm pretending, I'm sick of pretending like I'm not. So I feel like they aren't happy. They're not feeling very, like, joyful. They're not feeling very excited. What else? What else is going on? We have manipulation. I definitely feel like maybe there's been people in this person's life that have been unfaithful. They could have, I feel like because of people that have been unfaithful, they've been hurt so many times, they could have a little bit of fear and doubt when it comes to you. Like, they could worry that you're gonna end up hurting them too, or that you're gonna, you know, cause them more depression, or you're gonna cheat, or you're gonna lie, or you're gonna do something that they're afraid of. But I do feel like you do know what's going on with them, and they feel that about you. Like, they feel that you're like capable of getting up into their head almost, or getting into their emotions. That's no problem, Chris. Thank you. And yes, Songs of Starlight. So there's a loyalty here for Angie. And then I admire your freedom to be who you truly are. So the more that you are being in your power, being authentic, and being, like, you know, good to yourself, taking care of yourself, and you're not hiding any aspects of yourself, I feel like the more they do like you. and they do feel like a loyalty to you or like a loyalty from you. I feel like they do want to go deeper into the connection, but they may be allowing their depression, their sadness to keep them from doing so. Okay, it's like I want more from you. I want, you know, but I'm drained. I'm emotional. I'm, like I said, physically, emotionally, mentally. I've been hurt too many times. I feel like there's some stuff going on with this person that you kind of intuitively pick up on. So you need to trust that about yourself, because this person's afraid of opening up their heart again. But I feel like you can help them to bring more trust into their life. You can help them to feel better and come out of the darkness. But it may take a little bit of time to prove to them that you're not going to manipulate them, that you're not going to hurt them, that you're not going to lie to them or do things to them that other people did. They don't like not knowing what's going on. They don't like being out on the cold. They have a hard time trusting people because they've been manipulated but many times, but they know what they want in their future. Okay, it's like, I know what I want and I can't stop until I have it. So it's like they want sweetness, they want love, they want romance, they want good things. So basically they're focused on trying to find that balance between life and love and overcome their sadness, their darkness, and the separation type of vibration that they have within themselves. And I think they've been lying to themselves and you, like they're deceiving you, like they may act like they don't care, or they may be putting up a front, but intuitively you get what's going on with this person, and they do feel kind of weak at this time. All right, so that person has sent a donation, and let's see. I know there's other people coming in asking. Let me make sure. Okay, Angie, I'm going to take these ones off so that I know that those ones have taken care of. All right. So other people, if it's not for donation, I'm going to do like 2 cards for you. And then if you do want like a 5-minute or 10-minute one, the $5 donations can be through Super Chat or the links in the description box. And let's see. I know somebody... Thank you very much for sending the 20th Super Chat, Melissa. Thank you for the compliments on my necklace. I know there's been people coming in that have been asking questions, and I don't know if they're all still in here or not. Let's see. Let's see. Flower Witch, I thought had asked something, but I'm not sure. If Flower Witch, if you're still in here, okay, I can... Should I start a YouTube channel? Let me know if you're still in here, and I will pull a couple cards for that. Doesn't mean that he's with her, loves her. I feel that. Okay, good, awesome sauce. Thank you. Ah, boop. Okay, got her, got that. Here we go. All right, so can I get love message? I'm gonna do the Songs of Starlight real quick because I want to make sure that other person's still in here. And so, love messages from the Sagittarius. Let's see what he has to say. Oh, okay. Please don't give up on us. I promise I'll be back soon. And I sense your anger and resentment, and I also mirror your fears. I need you to release these so I can too and come back into your life, okay? So don't give up on it and try not to focus too much on this stuff, or do what you can do to process healing these things. Like the art thing that I've been talking about with everybody tonight is something that may benefit you to clear these types of things up and bring communication in and have this person come back into your life in a healthier way. But I do feel like he might reach out. There's been a lot of people. I've done a lot of like readings on WhatsApp this last week, and then someone else just messaged me on WhatsApp last night, not for a reading, but to let me know that her person reached out to her. Another girl that I know, like, who's married, had her person reach out to her. There's been a lot of communication from people that, but it's fucking Mercury retrograde, so expect that bullshit. Be careful not to, you know, have stupid shit happen to you. But yeah, you can use that art thing to kind of help in the process of healing that. All right, so will Steven let go of crystals soon? You just fucking messaged, you just fucking said up above there that just because they've been here doesn't mean it to get there. And now you're asking that? What is it, girl? You're fucking contradicting yourself. You can't say both things and mean, nope. Stupid bullshit. You gotta find a balance, okay? Like, just because she lives here doesn't mean this. Will he let go of her soon? Like, what the fuck, dude? I do feel like new beginnings are coming for you, and you're going to have breakthroughs and enlightenment, but yeah, like, obviously you need to kind of try to find and stick to one path. Stick to one decision. Don't keep making multiple timelines. Because, like, what I just fucking said to Melissa about, like, if you don't want a third party, don't be, like, manifesting one out of thin air. Hasn't ever mentioned one, doesn't have any on social media, doesn't seem to appear to be doing anything with anybody. But let me ask if there's one just out there in the ether. No, we don't want that. And then you, like, is he gonna let go of her? But fucking 5 comments before that is saying, like, just because she lives it doesn't mean ba-ba-ba-da-boop. You can't do, this is the problem with so many like of the things. It's like, it's subconscious shit. Your subconscious takes everything at face value and it believes it. So you need to be very conscious about what you think and not let fears and doubts and insecurities run away with you, because they will destroy everything. Yeah, look, it will mess everything up in our life. That's why we keep prolonging all these things in our lives. That's why we keep finding fucking more paths that bring us down and make us feel icky, or, oh, I messed up, or this didn't work out for me, because the whole way there, we were doubting and we were forgetting and we were creating alternate things that our subconscious is taking as 100% true. It doesn't know the difference. So that's why we got to sit down sometimes and be like, let's actually change all of that shit. Let's cancel, clear, delete that, because we don't want a reality where those things are happening, but we're entertaining it in any way. Subconscious takes it as truth. And so then there's multiple timelines and versions of reality that are being existed where that's the fucking truth. And you can step into that alignment, into those realities, into those timelines at any motherfucking time. The more that you're resonating close to that, the easier it is for you to manifest that. So it's like, that's why I say to people, you can be successful. You can have good things. You could be having your union, your communication, your love, all the good stuff. But you can just as easily over here, and it's all a matter of vibrational frequency, and it's all a matter of what you're thinking and feeling and believing, how well or how not well things go. All right, no problem, Melissa. And then let's see, Greeny Joy, where is that? Flower, you're still here. Flower wanted to know, should she start a tarot channel? And even like Flower Witch, I would assume you already did. Like, the name of you right now, I would have assumed that you had already had a channel. So storms are brewing, sudden, unexpected. I feel like, don't let your doubts or fears, same thing as I was saying to other people tonight. Like, if that's something you feel guided to do, do it. There's and YouTube can be very successful if you commit to it and show up to it every day. Like, I started a YouTube channel long before my YouTube channel got well at it, because like in the very beginning I was very inconsistent, but then when I started doing like the readings every single day, it grew really big and it did great. Then the other channel, the Divine Essentials channel, I only started that channel just so I would have a place to do my meditations and things that I knew wouldn't really wanted to be seen by people on the tarot channel. And that one grew to 15,000 without me even really trying. So it is a good thing if you are aligned and meant to be doing it, and you can consistently show up to it and enjoy it. Like, if it's something that you're not going to enjoy, if it's something that you are going to like overthink, if it's something that you're going to like do once a month or once every 5 months, it probably won't be what you are hoping for it to be. But if you really truly show up to it and commit to it, it will. And I have a new channel, the Bridget Rau Essentials channel, that I've been putting things on there to help people who want to start their business in a spiritual aspect, or do tarot, or do this, do that. And I have a bunch of stuff over there that I've printed out, and I will be incorporating into giving answers on for people who want to do those things. But like, starting a YouTube channel is a matter of, you're not gonna know everything on day one, and it will get easier over time. But I do feel like it will be a metamorphosis for you, and it will help you to reinvent yourself. But trust your gut. If you feel inspired to do it, go ahead. Believe in your magic, believe in your power, trust your gut, trust your gnosis, be confident about it, and then you will attract in the good things. But it does take a lot of learning and exploring and applying. Like, I saw somebody, I'm like rolling out, I saw something the other night that pissed me off. There was a person that was commenting on someone's looks and how they shouldn't have done a nose job and bop it a boop. And I was like, would you fucking say that to their face? And she said something back to me, and she was like, I'm just real. I was just giving her a compliment. And I was like, that's not a fucking compliment. That's a backhanded fucking bullshit. Like, she can't change it. She cannot change. It's not like she like cut her hair and she can grow it back, and you can be like, oh, I like it better when it's long, And even that is an unnecessary thing. But no, she can't undo the nose. So then she comes back and says some other bullshit of like, well, it's an epidemic in the world. People need to stop doing it. And I was like, So bashing her is how we're going to get the world to stop doing it. Never mind the fucking marketing companies, the fucking doctors that are making tons of money. Why don't you go give them a backhanded compliment? And I wrote up a thing and I sent it to her, and she ended up blocking me. So I could still see her name. I went and looked. She's a fucking tarot reader. I was like, you're not allowed to be a tarot reader, but her channel sucks and nobody watches it because she doesn't do any of the stuff right. So there. But if she was nice, maybe I would have shared her to other people who watch fucking tarot. But no. Like, but that shows me that there's so many people out there that are coming from the wrong place, or that like you shouldn't be fucking listening to when it comes to guidance. Like somebody like that should not. And she was bashing a YouTuber who's beautiful, and you know why? Because she's insecure, because she isn't successful, and because she's pissed off, and you can see it. But you have to learn, because like if you do certain things like what she was doing, nobody will see your videos. If you aren't consistent, you know, it's going to be harder. So it's a commitment. So I would commit to it and see if that's what you feel guided to do, and at least just try it out. But don't be afraid to start, but do a little bit of like research in the beginning of like what's the best practices and how to do the best practices, because there's some things that are like make it or break it. Even like when you do pick-a cards, right? In the beginning, when I was doing pick-a cards, I was calling them pick-a-piles. I changed it to pick a card and they blew up. But you little subtle things like that, take the time to learn them and you will have much more success. If you have the time, the energy I'm going through. What is this energy I'm going through right now? All right. That is messed up, man. It is messed up. Don't be fucking mean to people and then like expect to be like fucking nice. Like, oh, I'm going to go tell you guys how to fucking heal and how to grow and what's going on best for you and how to have a nice, healthy relationship. I took all of my fucking thing in me to not go fucking say something and be like, because it was so bad. So mean. It's not, I don't like when people are mean to people, especially about their looks, because that girl that she was doing it to has literally been open about the fact that she did it because people used to make fun of her nose growing up, and she hated it, she cried about it, bop-a-da-boop, and so now this girl's gonna come in here and still make fun of her fucking nose, and there's like 1,000 people in the comments doing it to her all the time. They're always bashing her for it, and I'm like, this is not how we get people to stop. She's now going to probably go back under the fucking knife again because of how you guys are treating her. So that's not how we stop people from doing this to themselves. We stop treating people like it fucking even matters. But anyways, Greenie Joy, you have this energy of the subconscious. So I feel like basically it's what I've been saying to other people tonight is like there's stuff under the surface that we need to heal. You know, like how I just got triggered about all that stuff. There's probably something underneath the surface that I need to look at. Like, why does that trigger me so much? Like, why does it bother me? Maybe it was done to me. You know what I mean? There's things that we need to figure out, because this is 90% of what we do. We're up here. I don't like bullies either. We're up here. We're thinking. We're doing. We're conscious. We know what we want. Boop. But like under the surface is dictating all of it, and there's so many subtleties that we can't even see. Like the range of frequency that we can see, the range of colors that we can see is so limited in the full aspect of what is available. So know that like what you're experiencing, everybody's experiencing to some degree, and it gets easier over time, most likely because my life has been chaos for the past couple of weeks and I'm trying to figure out what the F is going on. Yeah, like there's a lot going on too. We just had a big end of a 16-year cycle that all of us are impacted by. It is also retrograde season, but it's a time of liberation. It's a time of shocking things, right? So it's like, it's hard. Sometimes it's going to trigger you and you're going to feel like I can't make it anymore, you know, but it's also to push you to your breaking point or to push you into the time of change. So like the end of that 16-year cycle, now we're going into the Aquarius energy. Things are going to change. They're going to shake up. It's going to be crazy, but in a good way. And it may feel uncomfortable. It may feel like, what the fuck? It may be like, oh my God, sudden and unexpected type of crap going on. But it will get better. You know, spirit will step in. Things will shift for you. But do your best to break things down and alchemize them. Okay? Like when you're feeling stressed out, you're feeling like, I don't know, you're feeling the doubts and the you know, the bullshit up in our mind. Just do your best to like alchemize it and like write things down or do something specific that's going to help you to change your energy, to change how you're feeling, to change your nervous system, to get back into a place of balance so that that's not continuing to play out. Good vibes. Yeah, good thing. Yeah, look, this is the year it'll all be clear. This is a new year. like, it's a new energy, it's a new day, everything's gonna be working out for us, but it may feel uncomfortable for a little bit of time as we're shifting into those energies, but it will get easier and it will get better. So just know that and believe that. Yeah, look, a lot of abundance is coming for people, a lot of expansion, a lot of results, good stuff will be working out. We can expect to upgrade throughout this decade for everybody. Everybody's going to be seeing these results. Everybody's shifting these timelines, and we are going to be purging out the stuff that doesn't serve us anymore and figuring out solutions to the fears, the doubts, the insecurities, and the blocks. I know how it feels to get bullied and made fun of by certain other, yes. We are all beautiful. And that's a fucking thing that pissed me off too. Because she's like, it's such an epidemic. People don't need to be doing that. They should stop. They should just accept who they are. And then I go look at the fucking bitch. And she's literally got Snapchat fucking bunny ears for her pictures. And then you look at her video and she's got big ass fake fucking shit going on all over. I'm like, my God. But no, she can't go fucking change her nose because of the fact that everybody bashed her for it for all these fucking years. And you're over here fucking putting bunny ears on. Like, at least it's her normal fucking face on the camera. You got fucking bunny ears and filters up the ass. If you could afford the fucking shit, you probably would do the shit. And that's the real problem, is you can't afford it, so you're mad about it. So you're going to be a bitch about it. And that was, yeah. I didn't like that girl. I did not like it one bit. Not nice. Don't be fucking so fucking, like, so, like, it's just a contradictive. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that, but let me go fucking put my falseness completely up. The purges suck, yes. I want to ask about my new job. Is it going to be healthy? If you allow it to be, if you shift your thoughts and you stop expecting the worst, it will be. You will be, just allow yourself to receive, nurture and trust and believe. Same thing. I don't know how long you've been in here, but we've been talking about this a lot tonight, that, like, what you believe and what you think and what you feel is what you get. And if you go in there thinking that it might not be healthy and you worry about that, you might add to the timeline where it ends up creating that. And so we always do this. So we always focus on the things that we don't want. Like, I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to, not be able to do this. I don't want things to go bad. I don't want people to do this. I don't want that, because we're afraid of it and because it's happened before, right? And that's all of the subconscious at work being like, like, we know that happened before. We really do, like, in order for that to not happen again, let's keep, like, getting ourselves into this place of fear and anxiety so that we can try to, like, be hyperactive and vigilant about it so that it doesn't happen again. But what ends up happening is it happens again because we are in the energy and vibration of it happening, of thinking about it, of the results because of the last time. So we need to come out of that and find the balance to shift into the better place. I had to send another donation. Okay, thank you. So yeah, be in the feminine, receptive, nurturing, give birth to a new reality. Don't focus on the one that you don't want. Don't focus on the ideas that don't come true. Be, good and trust for the breakthroughs happening. Be resourceful and trust that you can have happiness and things can work out for you. Cool, calm, collected. Everything's working out. Everything's good. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. And Melissa is part of, not Melissa, Monica is part of, or Existential Tarot is part of my Patreon. That's why I'm doing her reading for free, because she pays $5 or $5 tier and up gets free readings when I'm live on here. But yeah, you're going into a new arrival. Okay, it's a new thing. It can be good for you. It can be exciting for you, as long as you don't allow yourself to sabotage it with doubts and fears. You are going places. It's going to work out. You're having swift movement, but you can repeat the past by focusing on knowing, like, oh, well, last time, I don't know, or expecting for more of that energy. So if you want to be successful and you want to win, believe that you will dominate, take action, get it done, have that drive within you, and expect that upgrade, because it can manifest healthily and it can be easily exciting for you. But if you focus on the fears and the doubts, it won't be, so try to give it a week, see how it is, keep your mind open. Like, I'm not gonna expect bad. I'm not gonna look for bad. I'm not gonna be judgmental. I'm not going in there with the attitude of, this is probably gonna work out just like everything, because then it will, Yeah, you have that ability to create that. If you don't want that though. Don't do that to yourself. I would do the art thing before you do it. Before you go in for the job, and it doesn't take that long to do. Like, it's neurographica. Look it up. It's very easy to do, and you can literally do it specifically for the job. And you can, like, we can do it for timelines. We can do it for communication. We can do it for relationships. We can do it for health. You can do it for so many fucking things. You can do it for your ancestors. But you can do it to liberate and break free from having jobs continue to be shitty jobs that you didn't like, that didn't work out so well. You know what I mean? So things have worked against you, but your persistence pays off, and you can make your dreams real. All right. So I needed that message. You're welcome. But yeah, things are going to be good financially too. So does Brittany still have feelings for me? And if so, why would she betray me? Let me go look up here. Okay. All right, $3. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple minutes for this. Does Brittany still have feelings? If so, would she betray me? And then I think this is probably going to be the last one, because I did an hour on the other one, or a little bit more than an hour on the other one, and an hour on this one. I got to get up tomorrow morning at like 7, so I don't want to stay on too late. But does Brittany still have feelings for me? And if so, why would she betray me? That was too many cards. That was too many cards. All right, we got a stalemate. Ooh. There's like a stalemate, standoffish, no way out, refusing to compromise. I feel like there's a lot going on here. There's a lot of baggage, a lot of unhappy energy, trapped emotions and addictions, and just stuff that's not good, not healthy, not great, okay? So I don't know if she still has feelings for you, but I definitely feel like there's a lot of heaviness around this. And if they betrayed you, then why do you care how they feel? You know, if someone betrayed you and they're not nice to you and they didn't do good by you, who cares about what they want or what they feel? Like, we shouldn't keep like caring about that too much. I mean, it depends on how they betrayed you. Yes, thank you, Existential Tarot. But this says things work against you, you know, but your persistence pays off, just like it had said before. If you want things to be better, you know, if you like, I don't know what all the details are, but I know when someone betrays us, like, that should be on them to make it up to us and to be like, I'm sorry for doing that, bop da boop. And if they don't, then we shouldn't, you know, be the one trying to fix it for them. But I feel like if you do want things to work out between the two of you, it can, you know, your persistence can help to get to that place in the future. But at the moment, there's a lot of like standoff energy, things being held back. There's a lot of baggage. There's stuff that's under the surface that we need to see. And you may even be needing to look at some stuff within yourself too, as to like, why would this play out, and why am I still entertaining it, or why there's something hidden. There's something hidden here that I feel like is meant for you to explore, and it's meant for you to, you're meant to explore the unknown and receive insights on like a intuitive level through your subconscious. Figure out what it is that you need to learn from this connection, and try to be in your, you know, there's something that's been something is fucking hidden from you. I feel like there's a person that just kind of like, there's something there that you're not seeing. It's not, something hasn't been revealed to you. We were friends for 29 years and she threw it down the drain. Yeah, so like sometimes that's hard to process, sometimes that's hard to deal with. But I feel like there's a reason for it, and it may be a blessing in disguise, or there may be something that we're not realizing. It may change your entire life, but you know, I feel like there's just something about this person that's not good. You know, I wouldn't worry about how they feel about you, because they've already shown to you who they are, at least right now. Maybe they'll change in the future. Maybe they make things up in the down the road. There could be another person that is like involved in this and causing problems in this, you know, outside party bullshit, third party stuff. Somebody could have said something to them, or is influencing them in some way, but there's definitely something that's hidden. Okay. And it could even be something within yourself that you need to figure out, like that, like, I need to love myself more. I needed better boundaries. I needed to realize that maybe even though it's 29 years, I didn't realize what type of person that person really was. I wasn't seeing the truth of it. I was making up excuses for it. Or maybe they were doing it to me and I didn't see it because I wasn't evolved enough at that point. But I do feel like there is something that you're not seeing, and that you are reinventing yourself, and things will get better over time. Okay? So I wouldn't really worry about what they feel about you. I feel like they don't, like, spirit, there's a lot of like, you shouldn't even worry about that, basically, is what spirit's saying in terms of that. But look at, like, how can I transform from this? What transformation can I gain from this? Because there's a lot of baggage, there's a lot of unhappy energy here. It's time to let that go and to focus on loving yourself and knowing that you deserve somebody that is going to actually care and show up in healthy ways. I'm sitting sketching the specs and measures for some table ideas, color pigment choices, and wood type. Awesome sauce. No, she does taxes and she tried to steal money off my name. Dude, yeah, so that's the type of person she is, and she's probably been doing that to a lot of people. So don't even fucking entertain that or worry about how she feels or who she is and things like that. So you deserve better people in your life. But I feel like that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think that's just the tip of the iceberg for the type of person she is. I think there's a lot of stuff you don't realize about her that maybe she just puts on a good show. But yeah, she's probably not a very good person to have around you at all. Okay, so this is the last one, guys, and then I'm gonna go. Why are Indonesia signs popping up around me? What the hell? The beaver keeps coming out. I feel like there's something, there's a detail about you, okay? Like, there's some sort of specific detail about you. There may be a reason that you need to go there. Like, pay attention to the repetition of stuff. Like, if you keep seeing it, signs about it are popping up, it could help you to do, like, to make your dreams come true. Like, all of us, when we come in to this world, we have, like, if you're, like, for the star seed specifically, when we come in, we have things that show up along the way, like little indicators that pop up, and they let us know, like, who we are. And each one of us is specifically going to do it with certain things. So, like, in mine, I was seeing, like, Atlantis stuff, and then I saw the Pleiadian stuff, and then, like, my birthday encoded to things, or certain numbers that I see, like, since I was a kid, number 27 has haunted me, bus number 27, 27, 27, every fucking day for the rest of my life. But, like, that's me, that's specific to me, and it's precise, and I know to follow those little indicators. So for you, the Indonesia thing is something that's popping up right now, and it's repetitive because it's helping you to figure out how to make your dreams come true and how to get to the answers that are going to serve you most. You are being called to be the magician. It could be something to do with past life. It could be something that you need to travel to in the future, and you'll feel that, like, when you get there, like, you feel like a resonance of it, like a familiarity, like, I feel like I've been here before. It feels like it. Okay, so it has a lot of temples, feels like Atlantis. I feel like there's probably a reason that you're meant to be there, okay? Or to look at it, to look into it, look into the mythology of it, look into the history of it, go look into like what it looks like the landscape and all of that stuff. Feel the energy of it, meditate on it. But I feel like it's most likely that you've had another life there, and that there may be a reason for you to maybe do like a retreat there or something. I do believe that it can help you to inspire and get new ideas too. So allow yourself to feel inspired by it and be that feminine energy, be receptive and nurturing, sit in meditation, and open up and ask specifically, Spirit, like, what is it that I'm supposed to know about Indonesia? And just sit there and allow yourself to see what comes through, or you can do automatic writing to see what comes through. But I feel like it's most likely past life related, and that there's something about the land that will hold wisdom for you. Like, when we go to certain places, it's like a divine intervention. It fires us up. We don't even need to necessarily go there. You can go there in your mind. You can travel through the astral realm. You can, I don't want to get into the fullness of it right now, but there's things that you could do that you can go there and explore there. And yeah, I feel like Spirit is having you do that for a reason at this time. It wants you to, meditate on it, allow your consciousness to go there, look into it, explore it, research it, and acknowledge that it's most likely a place that you've been before, but it's somewhere that you may be traveling to again in the future as well, to get more of like that activating. It's like we go to some places and it just activates us and it helps us, and it's like we download new energies and we come out of there, we're different. And some places are good and some places are not good. I've gone to places that were amazing, and I've gone to places that it was like, as soon as I got there, it was a fucking shit show. But yeah, okay, yes, like a soul retrieval. Yeah, and again, just like there's this, I can't think of the fucking name of it. There's a thing that I've done before where it's like you get coordinates and you go to places and you can see it or connect with it. You can feel it, and it works. And I know it works because I did it in an app thing, and I didn't know the destination, but I got the right things for the destination. Like someone gave me coordinates. I went there and I was like, oh, it's this and this and this. And then I come back and I found out what the coordinates were for and it all matched up. Yes, the remote viewing. Do some remote viewing. You can set it up specifically for yourself. I'm going, just make it up too, because the remote viewing numbers that they give to you are fake. You can say any motherfucking numbers and intend that it's there and you will end up there. All right, guys, I've been on, this is the second one for an hour, and the other one was an hour, and I got to get up tomorrow morning, and I still got to do a thing for the Patreon people, so I am going to go. 60,000, oh my goodness, that's not good, man, that's not good. I feel like I'm seeing that for a reason, too, because I had somebody that keeps popping up for that type of synchronicity about, this person stole money from you, this person stole money from you, and I fucking felt like it way back then, but I didn't really do anything about it because I was so fucking sick, and I just didn't care. My past life showed me. Hello, hello. Actually, in those times. Awesome sauce. All right, guys. I'm going to go now. I will be back next Monday night for another one. And some other stuff in between there, too. But thank you guys very much. Have a good night. I received a download of collective consciousness and knowledge. Info retention. Can I? Yeah, sure. All right. I will see you guys soon in Monet. Thank you very much. Namaste. Namaste.